Hello, hello, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people, and welcome to some arts and chill. Today we're going to be doing a little something that I've thought of like in this past weeks. I am going to be doing a VTuber Chibi hunt. So I am going to be drawing basically a couple of people here and there that I've found across the internet, and I will try and find I've already found like some people to draw, but I'm going to be drawing them on this stream. So without further ado, let's go into here. Let's get the right thing to show, shall we? This was a meme I've made for for Twitter today. So Twitch basically decided to put like a an interesting blog post about its current sub revenue and what it's going to be doing, and like the different changes it's going to be doing for the later parts of in the biggest parts of YouTube, like the biggest streamers, the biggest streamers. So they're basically removing the 70-30 split, and their excuse was, okay, it's kind of hard to run a streaming platform because it costs so much. We're not making enough. So this was pretty much my response to it, because they're not putting any ad options. They are forcing the ad schedule on streamers, and it increases the amount of mid-rolls that everybody gets from that. And so this pushes pretty much everyone to either, one, not run ads, two, put more ad blockers, or three, like make better ad options. Well, make better ad blockers in general. So yeah, this is pretty much Twitch shooting itself in the foot and then blaming someone else for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. So here are our 3 cuties for the day. So the first one here is going to be OP Violet on Twitter. Well, all 3 of them are on Twitter altogether. So this one is going to be OP Violet or OP Violet. I don't know how to pronounce that one actually. I'll say OP for now. But yeah. So this one is Kala. Apparently, I think they're like a Final Fantasy 14 streamer altogether, from what I could have gathered. And this one here is a Magnolia Stellata. So yeah, these are going to be the people we're going to be drawing for them today. They have no idea, so shh. But yeah, so these are pretty much the ones we're going to be doing. Which one do we start with first, though? I feel like I want to go in order here. This feels like the normal thing to do. So let's do this, shall we? Actually, let me grab this, so I can have like a proper visual as to what I'm going to be doing. All right, so. But yeah, the whole crypto backlash was not exactly like the gambling thing on Twitch is actually one of the better things they've done so far. It's not exactly perfect, but it's one of the better things they've done altogether. And hey there, Mrs. Serious. How are you doing? All right, so I need to grab the right one. This one. This is the one. So I'm going to make a group. And I'm going to lower the opacity for this one. Let me change tools so that I can get the proper line. Brush. There we go. How thick is it? Not exactly perfect. I kind of like it to be a little bit bigger. Alright. So. Alright, that's much better. So. How am I going to be doing this? The ears are going to be like a little bit special overall. Like they're going to be like a little bit more pointy overall. Kind of like a cow, so to speak. And they're going to have like horns as well. So I'll have to take that into account. How are y'all doing though? Like I've started this like a pretty fast here, but how have y'all been doing? I've had like a little bit of an issue like making streams these days because my sleep schedule has been like super chaotic. I don't know why, but yeah, it's been kind of rough. Let's see. That's not exactly perfect. There we go. You're halfway through 4 weeks of university. Nice. You're doing pretty well from what I see, yeah. Okay, that should be good. That should be a little bit better. There we go. Oh, that's way too much. Never mind. I have to change this somehow. Yeah, that's not exactly perfect. Yeah. Let's try something else. Yeah, I think I'll have much more space to work on after that. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing much better in the university overall. Like I know that things have been pretty rough for you these past few days, well, these past few months even. So I'm glad you're now happy and doing well. All right. But yeah, so I've been working a little bit here off the side to try and get like some of the works I do out there. Like I try to make like a lot more Twitter stuff to share with people and to share the floofs with all the things. And it's been going pretty well. It's very fun to do as well. So making more floofs is always something I love to do. Let's see. Let's go with this instead. All right, this seems like a little bit better than what I've done just before. No. I need to make sure that some of the parts are drawn properly, because if I then put like some of the features of the character afterwards and I don't do it well, it's going to look horrible. Yeah, like this, for example, is not good. I need to draw this fast. All right. And I need to do the same on the second part, yeah. No, this way. Come on. There we go. Slowly but surely we're making our way in. Man, though, oh. My computer is chugging a little bit, I think. Let's see. I don't remember. It's Alt-R? GPU, CPU utilization? No, they're pretty fine actually. It's just Krita that's lagging like not tomorrow. Maybe because I'm working with a bigger file. That's fine. I'm used to it. This is also kind of why I want to upgrade my current PC to a better one, because the current one I have like is good by itself. Like if you were doing like anything else, like just playing, watching videos, doing like any kind of of normal menial work, like oh, what? Oh, let's see. That's why I did that. Doing any kind of work like text management or like programming altogether, like this would be a good computer for that. But the main issue is it's how would I say it? Like, it's good for anything else than what I'm doing, basically. Because I work on a lot of different things, like be it image editing, video editing, making 3D models and whatnot. Like I work on a ton of stuff, and while this computer is good for many of the things I do, there are some points where it just, well, you know, it just chugs down, and it doesn't work like as it should. This is kind of hard to draw. So yeah, for now I'm waiting for a particular graphics card to hit the market. If I dare say that. That's much better this way, but it's also like disproportionate now. Like the ears are not the same anymore. I hate it. You know what? Let's do this ear first. It seems easier to do. Like I didn't have that much of an issue to draw it, and I'll use it as an example for the other one. They're not exactly. I like how I did it, but it's not exactly the same posture. Wait, what is happening here? Oh, that my Discord just crashed. Okay, that's what's happening. Let's close Discord, shall we? The stream is fine, right? There's no issues with the stream whatsoever. Alright, yeah, I'm not seeing any issues with the stream. So basically this is what I've been waiting. What the? Discord! I just closed you! Discord has gone rogue! There we go. Discord is now not Discord anymore. It's that code now. All right, that seems much better. Actually, no, it's it's not there because it's slightly less longer than the other one. This one is going to be too long, is it? Slightly. What if I just cheated a little bit? Yeah, make it too long, but then just readjust it a little bit. Yeah, it works kinda. I'm a filthy cheater. Let's do this. There we go. I cheated, don't tell my profs. There we go. That's much better. So, next is So in order for me to be able to draw their horns, I need to draw the main hairstyle first. Alright, that should be better. And so now I can start drawing the horns. So they have like a tiny little clover on their heads. So I have to I might have to take that into account first. Is it attached to the hair itself, or is it... Because it might be either drawn here or here. I think it's attached to the hair itself rather than the horn. I think it would be better on the horn itself though, but I cannot decide on the design. They've made it already, so let's draw what we know. So let's see. So if it's on the hair itself, the interior would be somewhere around here. With a tiny little circle right there. Then the clover itself would be slightly slanted to follow the rest of the drawing. One of the leaves is a little bit too large. Yeah, that's not perfect. I suck at drawing clovers. Have you noticed? I'm trying my best though. That's for darn sure. Alright, just erase a tiny little bit on the clover itself. Then add a tiny little bit on the thing here. From what I see here, the head is like not perfectly round. Would kind of like to round it a little bit better. The hairstyle needs to be rounded a little bit more. Wait. Wow, it's really struggling. Give me a moment here. Let's see if I can't find a way to make it less struggle. That's the one I want. Alright, can you struggle less now? Oh no, it's really struggling. It's not really from the computer itself, it's Krita that's having issues, I guess. But I am working on a big canvas, so it's understandable. Alright, that's not perfect, but that will have to do for now. Let's try to correct like some of the hair points here and there. You know what I should do actually? Give me a moment. There's something I should do to make it like a little bit clearer for what I'm currently doing. Is there a window capture? Yes. Let me add another one. This one. That's perfect. This is exactly the one I wanted. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to add like a tiny little window for you to see what I'm focusing on. Where could I put it? Right over floof. No. Let's see. Maybe if I just reduce it like a little bit more of this. There we go. So now you'll be able to see like whenever I'm doing some other things on this window. Right? Except that no, it does not. It's not the right one actually. Aha. Bam. Wait, no. Ah, there we go. That's the right one. So you should be able to see like what I'm focusing on and stuff. And I'm going to move this one like slightly to the right so I can make this look a little bit bigger. There we go. It's been a while since I've done a lot in chill, so forgive the scuff. Well, yeah. I mean, there's plenty of scuff everywhere anyway, but this one is even more scuffed than usual. I'm still having fun with it. Like learning how to deal with the scuff and how to have fun with it altogether is a pretty good like learning experience altogether. Like whenever you're going to fail into something, you better just laugh at it and have some fun with it altogether. Oh, that's a nasty one. Let me fix that. Please. Don't mind me just cleaning up a little bit. A little bit of my mess that I usually leave behind. I'm quite the messy drawer overall. I always like leave some messes around here and there whenever I draw my line, and it's always bugging me because I cannot for the life of me make a line, a proper line. If anyone knows how to do that on Krita, please help me. Because I know there's so the fun thing is there is a lot of really cool tools on some other drawing platforms. So things like whatchamacallit? What was the name of that thing? Clip Studio Paint? So Clip Studio Paint has like one of the best line making things I've seen in a long while. It's pretty much you tap one point, you tap another point, you have a line. It's insane. We don't have that here. Well, we kind of do, but it's not great. It's not great on Krita. I really don't like it that much. And hey there, 123. How are you doing? Alright, so let's see. So I'm going to turn this a tiny little bit so I can see where I should be putting the horns. So one should be right behind this, so something like this? And then the horn is like slightly. Something like this. The horns are going to be a little small here, but it's a chibi form, so it should be fine. As long as we don't make them too small, we should be okay. How are you doing though, 123? How are you doing? Something like this? And something like that. Actually, since it's slightly slanted, this should be this way. Actually, I should do them like this. Give them the proper form first, and then give them like the total. Ah! I right-clicked. Right-clicking is bad. Hey, there we go. That's a much better looking one. You're working on first drawing, I have no idea what you're doing, so it's a work in progress. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. You always gotta start somewhere. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Hopefully I'm not going to be too nauseous or like sleepy. It always happens like right around like the evening. I'm always like, yeah, like even there right now. It's happening. But at the same time, I'm doing well. That's the worst part. I'm doing well altogether, and I'm having fun. I'm having all kinds of fun. There goes our first issue here. The horns are way too far away from. They're way too far away from the ears. Like if you can see, it's, let's see. So as you can see here, like the horns and the ears aren't that far away from each other. So I need to adjust for that. Your hope is that you can draw something decent enough so that someone who actually knows how to draw can make it look good. I mean, it's a good starting point, I would say. But I would just say, like, start drawing for fun first. Like, just start drawing, like, things you want to draw. Don't necessarily have to make it good or to make it, better overall for, like, you don't just don't care about like the quality at first. Just draw whatever you want to draw and have fun with it. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Even if you need to use it, like, just have fun with the drawing. That's because the more fun you're going to have with it, the more things you're going to try and experiment with, and the more things you're going to learn in the long run. Even if it's not good at first, that's all fine. You had fun with it, you learned things. Should be right around here. Is this a little bit more accurate? Somewhat, but the other one is not good. So something like this would be a little bit better. Let's see. Right around here-ish. Maybe a little bit lower. Right there. Right there seems like the good spot. So I just need to redraw the rest. But yeah, so even if you... like, especially for projects you want to do later on, like don't make your very first drawing like your best character or anything like that. It works like that for games as well. Like if you want to learn how to make games, you don't go for like a full JRPG Final Fantasy-esque thing that's going to revolutionize all the socks of the entire JRPG industry. You start with a simple game like a Sokoban, or I don't know, like a Sudoku game, or like you need to understand the basics first. So you have fun with a small little project, and then later on you work with the bigger ones. All right, so that's this part done. Now I need to draw. Let's see. Yeah. That's weight large. Weight large. It's kind of hard to draw that kind of pattern. Ain't good. And following that particular arc is a pain. That's close enough, I guess. No, that's still not good. I think I want to end that arc like right there. But yeah, as you can see, 3 years and I still can't draw an arc properly. Not good at not jumping in. I mean, a lot of people are. Because when people get into a larger project, they often think, okay, I want to make this project, so what do I need to make it? So then they delve into all of the tools they can find, and they're like, oh, crud. There are so many things that I can check, and well, this isn't going well. I'm going to stop. So yeah, this never goes well altogether. So this is why I recommend like going at it little by little, understanding little by little, like all of the tiny little tools you can use as an artist. And hey there, Sprinkles, how are you doing? Welcome. Oh, whoops, wrong. Oh, what's an ominous music? So I'm going to be making like long hair. Long hair that would go like right under. So something like here. That would be roughly around that point. You're okay? I'm doing pretty well together. I'm having fun, and I'm able to draw people overall. This is going to be pretty cool though, because I want to be able to make people smile and to to be useful to someone, you know. So hopefully I can bring like even just the tiniest moment of happiness to them. So this way. So they have like a big sweater kind of thing that I need to take into account for the drawing here. So it's going to go like all the way over to cover some of the like this spot here is going to be the skin itself, but these spots here are going to be the sweater, so I need to take that into account. So this spot here is also going to be the sweater itself. And I need to take... how am I going to make it like poofy? I want to have like some kind of fluff to it. Alright, so you're trying to come up with an appear... Wait, with an appearance. Okay, with an appearance of an emote character, but I won't draw the emotes yourself. Just trying to create a base character to use. Would you have recommendations for how to go about that? So what kind of character are you going to make? Like, are you going to make like like a stick character? Are you going to make like a stylus character, or like an anime style character? Are you trying to make like a fairy type character? Like what kind of character are you going to go for? Because it's like things that you need to do for characters are pretty much the same, but depends on what kind of I don't know. It's a little bit like I'm trying to gather my thoughts here on how to properly help here, but I might not be the best art teacher, I guess. Identified bipedal furic animal character with a larger head than its body. The point is the animal it is not clear. So, is it like a shape-shifting thing? Or is it like a mishmash of other creators of overall? A mishmash of other things. Okay, I see. Oh wait, no, I've done a goof. There's like this big lodge. Yeah. Like codes here. Well, not exactly codes, but like you understand me. This big thing with a tiny little boat right there. The problem is that, so if you want to have like a mishmash of different animals, the biggest problem is understanding like what kind of animals there are, and like if you're trying to create a chimera, basically, you need to understand like what animals you're trying to refer to, even if it's not going to be clear as to what kind of animals they are going to be. You still have to make it to make it make sense, and for that you still need to have a base. So try getting some pictures of the animals you're trying to draw, and been using Chow as references because that's basically what you described. Pretty much, actually, yeah. Because if you give them like different animals, they just change forms. Which is always something I've found pretty cool about the Chows. Like, depending on what you give them, they can be completely different, and that's what made them like pretty unique. Because no matter who made, like who like went and rose Chows, it was always like different as to how they ended up being. Like some of them ended up being completely dark, some of them heroic, some of them were gems, some of them were plain old Chows. Like it was pretty cool altogether to see them grow like the way they were. All right. I've done a mistake. There we go. That's much better. But yeah, chows are a good example of that. Yeah, if you do like a mishmash of different creatures, you just give them like one gorilla, one pheasant, and one I don't know, pheasant, gorilla, and one seal. You end up like with a really ridiculous kind of chow, but at the same time, it's what made them really unique. Some of them can be ridiculous looking, but some of them be looking ridiculously good. So yeah, chows also are a great example of that, I guess. Yeah. Man, I want to make some more chows. Like Sonic Adventure 2 has a mod that gives more chow things to do. More ranks, more races, more karate things, more chows, more chow options, more chow difficulty options, more chow quality of life options, like all kinds of stuff. And I would really love to play it again. Really don't know how else to go about finding a character you like. Else, like, should you try making a rough example to be copied, or do you think there is a more reasonable way? You need to have like before you do anything here, you need to really think about your own character. You really need to think about like what kinds of animals you want to be mishmashed in. What kinds of concept do you want for your character? Like, you really need, like, if you want to make a character altogether, you really need to think about it. Like, in order for me to make this little dude here, this tiny little dude here. Yes, I'm talking about you, Floof. But in order to make this little dude here, it took me a year. A whole year to do so. I struggled so much to find like a good way to get like a proper mascot character for the stream. So I thought, like, what am I doing? What kind of streamer would I like to be? What kinds of mascot would go better with me? And I struggled for a year trying to figure out that answer. And at the end, well, it came a Floof. So making a character in itself takes time, a lot of time. So you need to think first and foremost as to what kind of character you truly want. And it doesn't come like this easily. Like it's not like just a snap of a finger and then bam, you're done. It takes time. It takes time. So like take your time thinking about it. And in the meanwhile, just try to draw things. You'll be able to get some more experience that way, drawing the stuff you want to do later on, while at the same time thinking of a good concept for your character later on. But yeah, things like that take time. A lot of time. Alright, so... no problem. I'm always glad to be able to help people out, especially for first time stuff, because I'm technically I should say I'm a professional because I'm getting paid to make stuff. But I'm still very much a fledgling, like as any other. So I'm always glad to be able to give my limited knowledge to other people whenever possible. Dang good. I guess I should have like tiny little fingers, yeah. Just teensy tiny little fingers. Alright, and for the feet we're keeping in the same way. They're just going to be hidden. Alright. Let me remove this layer first to see, like, if there's anything I'm missing. Okay, there's a couple of things here and there that I want to do to, like, I'm going to take a little bit of liberties to make it look better, but I'm seeing the things I'm missing, I'm seeing the things I want to add. But so far this looks alright. This first one is taking shape. But yeah, definitely, like, I would encourage you to just try things. Don't necessarily like just limit yourself to a single concept. Like when I started, one of the first mascots I've made actually was the doggo. The doggo from Undertale, you know? The one you can, you know, pet and whatnot. Like... this doggo, up there. But, actually, yeah. You know what? I should place this, like, under the pets thing. And under the floof shenanigans, too. There we go. But yeah, the doggo in itself, like, was just a basic idea. I wanted the doggo from Undertale to be part of my Channel Point Redemptions, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. Then, as for my second quote-unquote mascot, I had this weird, like, rabbit. I think it was this. I think it was called Jack. I think I might have like I might have like a copy of it into my stupid ideas thing. But yeah, basically this was like a Halloween thing I made like a long time ago, because I kind of like Halloween overall, even though I'm not good with horror games or horror movies. But yeah, this was like one of the mascots I had made, like as a trial, as like to see like if they would fit me all together. It just didn't go well. Like it didn't mesh well with my own personality, and it just wasn't good. Well, I like the design of it, but it just wasn't meshing well with me. So it wasn't good as a mascot itself. So as a character, it pretty much failed its own points. So then I experimented, and ultimately I came up with Floof. Okay, so they have like a tiny little... I should rearrange the line here. Sounds exactly perfect. Make it like a little bit more straight, because otherwise it's going to look weird if the shoulders is that wavy. There we go. So that should cover that front. So that's still a couple of things I need to draw. Not sure if I... There you go. So the hair, the important part here is that the hair is going to be slightly slanted due to the characters slightly tilting their head. I need to make it like a little bit better here too. There's going to be also some strands of hair right here and there. Here, but not too much, because most of it is going to be hidden behind the body itself. So no, that's too deep in. Actually, you're right there. Should be perfect. Okay, that should be good here. Not to sound impatient, but do you really need to take a year for emotes? No, guess not if you want with a pre-existing character. But not a yet existing one takes a while is what you're getting. Yes. So if you don't... So emotes in themselves. So if you want to make emotes, the most important part is getting the emotion right. So no, actually there's two important points. The first point is getting the emotion right. If you don't have like the right emotion, if you can't express like the proper emotion into your emote is not going to get used. Like if your emote is like too abstract or like has what I would say a private joke kind of thing, those kinds of emotes are not going to be used by people outside of the of your group, and so that emote is going to not get used as often, and well miss the point of being an emote. It's supposed to be used. The second point is to be related to your streams, to be related to who you are, or to what your brand is going to be. So if you're going to be making cute emotes overall, if you want to make like if you're going, for example, like a cooking kind of show, you're going to have like emotes related to cooking. You're going to have like, I don't know, a failed dish, or a let's see a nom emote, you know? You're just going to have yum 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 yum. But yeah, that's what I'm expressing here, is that you need the character to suit the kind of needs you're going to have for your emotes. If, for example, you're going for cutesy style emotes altogether, having a blood-drenched monstrosity isn't exactly the right thing. Well, you know what? If it was done properly, maybe. But just let's just go for the argument's sake. Like if you're trying to go for a cute style, you're not going to take a monstrosity. If you're going for a serious style, you're not going to take a clown. Like you have to have a certain cohesion behind your character and your own emotes. So Floof here, for example, is like more of a cute character. I'm not going to have it like completely drenched in blood, or to have it like with a gun, because, well, as you can see, Floof does not have hands. So guns are a little bit out of the question, though maybe a rocket launcher with you know, kind of like Tor tank or something like that. Maybe you could have like 2 miniguns on the sides. You know, that gives me ideas. I'm keeping those in the backhand in case somebody just tries to do some funny things with Floof. All right, I'm keeping those in the back pocket. But yeah, so you need to have like a proper understanding as to what kind of emotes you want and what kinds of stream you're doing, and that character is going to be important in conveying the kind of stream you're going to be doing, you know? Let's see. Is there anything else I need to add? Yes. This should be right here. So I'm going to erase some things. So it has like a tiny little bow to it. Yeah. It's completely round at the end and has a tiny little bow to it. So something like that. But yeah, in any case, your character is going to be like the front row of your stream. It's going to be like a mascot of sorts. If it's not going to be yourself. Like, this is the entire point of making a mascot. It's going to be like the front page of your stream. So if you don't think about like seriously, this actually can be negative overall if you want to grow as a content creator. Of course, this doesn't apply if you really don't care about it. If you just stream for the sake of streaming, you can just wing it and, well, not care that much. But if you really want some quality work to be done and that quality work to be fitting for what you want to do, yeah, you truly need to think about it. Let's see. There we go. This is going pretty well. The main problem is going to be drawing like the main parts of the sweater, but that's going to be in the coloring phase, so I don't need to worry too much about it. All right. There's still a couple of things I need to do. There's like one tiny little thing right there. A bandage right here. And now I can just... So the nose would be like right over... Yeah, the head is not exactly placed the best way possible. So I'll have to make some changes down there. That's fine. Changes happen all the time anyway. So let's see. kind of hard to make like a symmetric eyes. This is one of my biggest problems, is like making them symmetric overall. I have a lot of problems with symmetry. But that should be fine, actually. This was a good first attempt. It's actually rare that I managed to do that. So that should be good. That I can remove them. Yeah, this was a good first attempt. I'm glad. Alright, any loose ends I need to tie up before starting to color. I'm not seeing much. Is there anything I'm missing here? The band-aid here is going to be... Oh yeah, right. Nope, there is something I missed. On the here, I forgot a tag. And that tag will have OP written on it. So let's make it like a bit smaller. There we go. And the effects aren't exactly that great. Well, no, they're fine, but they have some loose ends that I need to clean up altogether. Did I have emotes before Floof? Yes, I did actually. So before I'm making Floof, do you have Frankenface Z? 1, 2, 3. So these were my, well, some of them, some of my emotes were, well, like that. Let's see. My older emotes were like this. You do not, okay. So let me try. How would I do this? Horizontal chat? Can I grab it? Yes. Whoa! Chat is big now. So some of my emotes were pretty much like this. If it's a little bit blurry, I'm sorry. That's the best I can do for now. So some of my emotes were, well, like this, basically. So the very first one I made was the jank one. The jank one was my oldest emote so far. I think it's still available on Twitch itself, yeah. So this one was my oldest one. I basically made this because my stream was pure jank overall. Be it Mario Maker 2, be it anything else. My stream was so janky. It was pretty much unreal. But then I decided, hey, what if I made like some other things? Like what if I made some other emotes? Then came in the Doggo S and the Pogo, because I made the Doggo right around that part. Let's see. Is it good? No. not perfect. I messed up my things. All right, it should be good. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, I pretty much made like the other emotes afterwards to like depending on what I needed. So I made the Dogo S because, well, that was some interesting moments. Then I made, I think it was the Madeline lol emote, like the do I have it here? No, unfortunately not. But basically the lol emote was Madeline instead of Floof, or instead of my own character. Then, oh wait, no. Before that, there was the Mackie Love. There was. I don't have the older one. Darn it. It was pretty much a Mackie, like a Mackie roll, but instead of having like propaganda and whatnot, it had like a heart inside. That's basically. I decided that Mackie Moke was, well, worth using a Mackie for. So yeah, some of them were like that. And since I was playing a lot of Mario Maker 2, I made a Toad GG. I made a Toad Mind Blown, and a Link Hype because I was playing a lot of A Link to the Past Randomizer, and I want to play some more of it. And afterwards, since I really liked Zelda overall, I also made a Saya emote that said hi, which was pretty much the precursor of this one. So rather than thinking like a character in itself at that moment, because I didn't have like a proper idea as to what kind of brand I wanted to go for, I went with emotions, with things that I'm closely related to, I guess. That would relate to, rather. Some things that resonate with me. So I decided, okay, this emote is going to be a high. Who would be great as a high character? It was my train of thought behind, and I was like, wait, Saria is a good one, because whenever you start the game in Ocarina of Time, you have Saria just going, hi, hey Lonk, come here. So this was pretty much my idea behind. But yeah, so emotion first, character second. But if you don't have like a proper idea as to what kind of brand you're going to be going for, because streamers, a streamer is a brand in itself. Like, I'm operating a brand here. But yeah, make those kinds first and evolve them over time is a good thing to do, I would say. Yeah, like, if you don't have an idea as to what kind of character you're going to make, just like have a proper idea as to what kind of thing you want to make first, and then focus on the character afterwards. But then, when you have like a proper idea on the character you want to make that character and then readjust your emotes to fit that character. That's why most of my emotes, if not all of them, are now based on my current quote-unquote brand. I have some that stayed there because I still use them like religiously, but most of them have been either floofified or Mackified. Well, new Mackified, rather. Though the Macchio blind needs to be remade. That's something I have to remember. But yeah, some emotes here have been remade over time and have been changed to fit with the current ideas I had with the channel. The lol emote is now Maki. The cuddle emote is me and Floof. And yeah. What if you wing a character at first and just evolve it from there? That's also a possibility, but the problem is, if you wing a character first and you don't have like a really clear idea as to what you're going to be doing with that character, it's just going to be, I don't know, it's not going to look well. Like, it's going to look bland. Like if you look at Makimo Blind, for example, there's no identity behind it. Like, you don't necessarily like see a character. You just see like a normal random rune character that just has a blindfold on it, and that's it. There is no true identity. Like, you cannot recognize the character behind it. So the character is going to just be forgettable, and it will not have its own identity from there. And that's a big issue, because if you just make like a character just for the sake of making a character, it's going to be scrapped at one point or another, and I find it kind of sad. So if you're going to be like, if you want emotes now, right the heck now, you can try like using things that you like at first, and then later on, when you have like a better understanding as to what kind of character you're going to make, or what kind of character you've already made, you can then replace those emotes later on by something better, by something that's more fittable for you, or like that suits you better. Alright, so this one seems pretty much complete. Do I need to add anything else to it? Okay, yeah, no, this seems good. Just need to clean a couple of things here and there, but... it's just a matter of cleaning, yeah. Man, I love this song, but it never ever appears in the game again, and I'm super sad about it. Like, this was pretty much the tutorial stage of Lattail, but it never ever appears again because you don't go through that tutorial anymore. Dawn Season 3. Or was it Season 2? I don't remember. I think it was the Infinity Season that dealt with the tutorial. Or at least the tutorial for base characters. Lattail overall has like some really good... Oh yeah, no, right. I remember what I wanted to do. Wanted to add some more fluffiness to the hair. Because it seems like a little bit... a little bit bland as it is, unfortunately. Alright. Let's try to make it look as good as possible. While cutting off some unimportant parts. Oh, this one is a bad song. Damn. I still need to... oh, whoops. I still need to redo my playlist overall. There's quite a few bad songs in here. I will let some of them slide here and there, and I'm like, ah, come on. Could have been so much better without it. Alright. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Is there anything that jumps at me as being completely garbage and I need to fix? Okay, over there now. Is there anything else? Nope, that seems good. Okay. So now, let's go for the fun parts. The coloring. Oops. I mean, you can wing it whenever you feel like it. It's definitely up to you, like how you want to do it. Winging it is an option like any other. I would recommend like learning what you can do with your own character and whatnot. But if you really want to do it like your own way and to and to make your own character and your own emotes right now, you can do that. But it's going to be like a more painful experience, I would say. But it's definitely something you can do. Like nothing or no one is preventing you from doing that. It's just it's going to be a little bit more painful is all. But one thing for sure is that knowing and understanding like what kind of character you want to make right now is going to also prevent you from, you know, using millions of dollars to remake your character emotes again and again and again and again and again and again. Like if you're making your emotes yourself, that's not that much of an issue because you're not paying for it. Well, you're paying for it with your time, but you're not paying for it in cash. But whenever you commission someone else to do that, well, the good thing about it is that you're going to give more work for artists and more money towards the artist workforce, but it's going to cost you a lot more. It's going to cause you a lot more problems. For now, I'll go for these. All right. For those wondering why am I coloring like all of this into one singular color when there's multiple ones, is I am basically like making the base colors for what I'm doing. Basically choosing like the base colors for what I'm doing. This one is actually bam. This one is actually this color. And then I'm adding like all of the layers afterwards. But I just want to have like an idea as to what kind of colors I am going to be having overall. And also at the same time, I'm fixing the dum-dums I've been doing. All of that will be colored into one singular color, and then I'm just going to be layering the different ones. So alright. But I basically need to have like a proper idea as to what kind of colors I'm going to be using for the character overall. The more important part here is to actually properly like fix any coloring issues that I might have during the fill. Because sometimes filling doesn't exactly like fill the entire thing. It's a little bit finicky and just doesn't work well. So I have to make sure that things are filled properly. Their base skin color is this. Like here, for example. Like as you can see right here on the top right, there's like this tiny little patch here that's not completely filled. So just a little smack of a brush and everything is fine. Or here, for example. Bam. This is an error in the layer. There we go. Ah! Wrong one. Ah! Wrong color. Next the bandage color. As you can see, like it's taking a pretty good shape right there. For that, I will be using my own color for this effect here. And for this, I'll use the same color And for that, I'll use the same color as their skin. If my critter is not being rude. There we go. Alright. Actually, that doesn't look that bad, but my main issue, basically, if I want to go for coloring right there, if I try to color it the way it is right now, the problem is that, for example, if I want to try and make like a proper gradient, kind of like what they have like on this ear right there. If I want to go for a good gradient and go for it like there, like there's a chance that I might go over the hair like this. This is not good. This is not what I want. So my goal is going to try and separate like some of these parts into different parts, so I can know like what I can draw, well, what I can color in the right way or not. So how would I do this? I know there was like a certain select from color range. Was it? I don't remember. There was a certain thing that would let you like separate a layer into multiple layers by using the color itself, but I don't remember how to do this. Split alpha into mask? No. It's been so long. I don't remember at all. Darn it. It's a good function too. It's just that I don't remember how to do it again. Yeah, that's fine. For those who might have watched my latest video on the Jinky Talkie channel, might have already heard about this one. This one song. I wanted to use that tool, but that's fine. I guess I'll make it. I'll make without it, I guess. For today. I'm a warrior. It's fine. This blue seems like different than the other ones. Yeah, it's a different blue. That's what I thought. All right. I'll pull it off. No need for anything else for now. Actually, it's the same color anyway. I'll make the gradients and all of that without the need to separate them all. Let's go. You don't need them. You don't need to separate like all of that, but it makes things easier on yourself. But who needs easy things, you know? I'm used to making them the hard way. Alright, so So we'll kind of want a darker shade. Let's see. Right here should be good. Oh, whoops, never mind. There's a couple of places I forgot. You have to be 4-0 because otherwise these tiny little dots will ruin your entire thing. And they're not easily, like, you cannot easily see them when you do them at first glance, but whenever you look back into your drawing afterwards, you're like, oh, come on, man. All right. You know what? I maybe could be able to... Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works properly. So for shading here, I'm going to be going with a different brush. I'm going to be using an airbrush tool to make like softer, tiny little softer details overall. I'll adjust some parts of it on the fly if need be, by adjusting like the size of the brush tool. Let's see. It's not exactly perfect. From what I'm seeing, at least. Just saying though, do not copy me when it comes to shading. Shading is actually one of my weakest points. Like I'm still learning how to shade properly. So if you see me do some bad things and you're questioning whether it's good to copy me or not, please do not do so. I'm still learning a lot on that front, so. You've been warned. Okay, time to see if it worked properly. I did a pretty good job. But there are some sections that weren't properly shaded here and there. There we go. As you can see, like there's There's a tiny layer here. A teensy tiny layer. Has yet to be filled here. I hate when that happens, man. But it happens, so you deal with it. Okay. Let's do that for the neck as well. But this time we don't really need like that's much of a... Oh. I think it'd be better if I did it this way. Let's see. This looks weird. Let's change the shades a little bit. Looks a little bit better, but there's... Oh. There's an error right there. One of the best songs in the game. Can you hear it, by the way? Like sometimes the songs can't be heard. And I'm like, come on, come on, you missed the best one. Well, actually, if I'm going to be making shades anyway... Yeah. This is where you can actually see the issues. With some parts of shading. Yeah. I need to change this. Let's use this instead. You're going to say, Mackie, what are you doing? You're making it so much worse. No. You don't get it. I'm making it better. You'll see why in a moment. All right. Because I have an idea on how to properly make these. It's a test. It's pretty much like what I told you a little bit earlier, 123. Right now, I'm having fun. I'm having fun like making these tiny little chibis that I personally don't have like a big attachment to. I don't have like it's not going to have like any stakes for myself. It's not going to be like the biggest project I've ever worked on. But it's also something that lets me just, you know, express a little bit of my creativity and experiment things on. Learn more things about art, you know? Even tiny little projects like that can still give you like an idea as to what you want to draw later on and how to draw them. I know this looks really weird from what I've just done before, but trust me, it's going to be so much better. Bam 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 bada bam 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 bada bam 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 bam. Nah, this doesn't look good. But maybe if I just like rearrange it somehow. Let's see. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Alright. There's going to be some here too. Of course, this entire place here is going to be completely dark. There's going to be some shadows here too. There we go. You're getting two different ideologies. That's how it's supposed to be. Making stuff and being an artist overall is up to yourself. Like you can make like things however the heck you want. Like I'm just giving you an idea as to how I would do things, but some other people, some other artists would actually give you like different kinds of thought processes. And there's like many different ways to make art altogether. it's up to you as to however you're going to be making that. Okay. So as you can see, like the shading is already taking a good spot, yeah. But I'm going to make it look even better afterwards. Just you wait. Right there. And there needs to be a little bit of that here too. Okay. But in any case, art is like personal. It's not necessarily something that is like set in stone. Otherwise, art would be kind of boring. The beautiful thing is how free you are in making things. Like you don't need to cater. Like you don't necessarily need to follow my advice, for example. You don't need to follow what I said to a T. You could just outright ignore anything I said and still make something right. Well, right is not the right word, but still make something that will please you. Something that will please someone. Ultimately, just have fun with whatever you're making. Like that's all I would say. Just have fun with what you make and don't feel like it's going to be like do not feel bad about like making some bad stuff. Like everyone has to learn at one point or another. Even I'm still learning right now. I'm still learning how to make proper shading. And even that, I'm not doing that much of a good job at it. Ultimately, I'm still having fun with it. I'm still learning and making stuff for other people, and it's going to... like, hopefully it makes them happy in there. And whatnot. All right. Um. So there's still more to go, and heck, I'm seeing things. All of that needs to be completely dark. It's hard for you to tell if you're having fun. It's not weird at all. It's not weird at all. A lot of people can't like really describe when they're having fun or not. It's not a weird thing because it's more like a self-assessment kind of thing. Like it'd be weird to describe overall, but it's definitely not something you can easily do, at least. It's definitely not an easy thing to do for sure. Because knowing when you have fun is knowing when you are happy. And knowing when you are happy is actually kind of tough for a lot of people. Especially those who have like issues, like mental issues overall. Not, by the way, not misjudging like anybody like that. I am one of those people. I have like issues knowing what's good for me when I'm happy, when I do things that make me happy overall. But it's something that you learn overall. It's something that you learn in the long run. You don't learn that overnight, basically. Oops. There we go. Making the proper shapes. Since you can't tell, you just gotta go for it. Go for it. Like, have fun doing whatever you want. There's nobody to hold you but yourself. If you want to make something, go and make it. Okay, let's see. Like the advice I gave you. Oh, this one's bad. The advice I gave you overall are just basic guidelines. It's not a rule. And if you want to make things the way you want to, go ahead. Even if you fail, those will be lessons that will help you for later on. No, wrong one. Should be right here. Same on this side. I think this should be this way. Yeah. Shading has always been like one of my biggest weak points, and I'm trying each and every day to improve it. Because good lord, I am bad at it. There'll be some here. There needs to be a shadow here for this cell right there, as well as the shadow for the pants. Well, in this case, it's not exactly pants, but you get what I mean. Alright, and now for the magic trick. There we go. So by doing that, by adjusting like the opacity of the shade, I can decide like wherever I want like a stronger darker shade for everything I do, or like a smaller lighter shade for my shadows. But wait, there's more. So on top of deciding like what kind of opacity I want for the shades here, I can also take like the different colors here and there and match the color of the shadows to however I want them to be. So of course there's going to be some parts that are going to be pretty bad, but overall it looks better than if I just use like the normal black color, doesn't it? So by using multiple layers like this way, I can decide like what kind of colors of the shading I want to have, and while still keeping like the basic shading on for most of the stuff I do. Of course, it's not exactly perfect, and I see like some parts of the shading I've forgotten or not done properly, but it's still a good start, you know. It's still a good start from what I want to do. So here, for example, this would be good. Here as well. For the rose here, I want something a little bit different. For the little pinky shades. For the sweater here, I'll take this shade instead. Though actually, I might go for a different shade altogether. Let's see if I can make like a proper contrast for this one. Let's see if this color will go well with it. Somewhat. Let's go ahead and use that for... I might want something that is a little bit more vivid. Vivid is going to be much better here. Alright, yeah. Much better. So, next. The hair in itself isn't that bad. Like, it's a pretty dark color to begin with. So if I want... If I'm going to make it darker, it's... it's not that bad, actually. Let's see, let's use this. Let's use this for the hair. I thought this would be much worse, but it's better than I thought it would be. I can also use that for the ears, because the ears are pretty much the same color. Though I will have to clean up the mess I've just done below. This way. I've done a tiny little mistake here. There we go. Alright, any places I've messed up? Not that I'm seeing, at least. There's still some more I need to do anyway, so let's do that, shall we? So right over here, for example. Like these strands of hair need to have some kind of shading here. Okay. If you see some weird things like this, for example, it's because the mask that I've used above was like doing some weird things, so no worries, this is going to get fixed pretty easily at that. Okay, let's see. A few more things remaining. Oh, actually, when you said unidentified animal, you mean like floof? There's not really a clear animal that it's okay. So it's not okay. So now I get it. So you want pretty much just a yeah, just a creator, like an original creator then. Yeah, I see what you mean now. I thought you chose chows because like they had like many different types of creators you can mash together. If you just mean like floof, it's yeah, just coming up with your own design is pretty much where it's at. Okay. Starting to get in a good place here in terms of shading. Chows have a lot of shapes even without animals, and even like depending on the kind of eggs they hatch from, they have like different colors and whatnot. Yeah. No, I understand that. Well, technically, shapes is not exactly correct because they always have like the same shape somehow. The only difference in shape is whenever they transform into chaos or angel. Like if they go hero or chaos, or of course if they change into Sonic, Knuckles, or Tails, but those don't count. Those are character chaos. Well, character chows rather. Yeah, dark. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Alright, let me fix this abomination right here. And I think there was like a couple of other ones here. Right there. Ah! Anything else? Alright, anything else in here? Anything else I need to do? All right, so this has like a different portion here. I can fix later on. That's fine. Oh yeah, I need to make the shadows for this thing. Try to make it with the tails shadow as a base. I see. It just ended up looking like normal tails, which is weird because the Chow looks pretty different. They look similar, but not exactly the same, yeah. That's because the team knew like what they did with the Chows altogether, I would say. Whoops. Wrong one. I can't believe that they removed the Chow Gardens from any other game after seeing like how successful it was in Sonic Adventure. I just don't understand the minds at Sonic Team. Like, people want the Chow Garden. Give it to them. Especially since like Sonic Frontiers is going to be like a super large open world kind of thing. Like, a Chow Garden just makes sense. Okay, so that should be good. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Right there. I love more stories like the adventure games. I mean, I love the Sonic Adventure series, and I will say this on stream, and well, I've already said this plenty of times before on stream, but anyway, I love Sonic 06. Sonic 06 was a good game that was plagued with technical issues. And if the creators had, like, well, the time to make the game properly, I think this would have been a great game altogether. It's just, well, plagued with issues, is all. I don't know what I don't understand, like, why people think it's like that bad of a game other than for its main issues overall. Like, sure, it's completely jank, but there's already like some base of jank into any kind of Sonic game whatsoever, and like I've had more. So that's going to be like one heck of a of a hot opinion here. Hot controversial opinion coming here. I've had more fun in Sonic 06 than any kind of 2D Sonic whatsoever. So I guess that says things. Well, actually, not any kind of Sonics whatsoever. I will give an exception for the Sonic Advance. Sonic Advance things, and of course, like the most of the Sonic Advance games, even like the spin-offs and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, I've had more fun in Sonic 06 than the other 2D Sonics combined. All right, so it's time to make this a little bit better. Shadow and Sonic 06 is amazing. All of them are amazing. I really like playing as Sonic and Silver. And even worse, I really like Sonic 06, Sonic 06's Eggman. Like for a lot of people, he looks like really weird and really like jank and whatnot, but I really like how humane he is. Like, he is a human. All in all, like, he is a human, and there's not that many like Sonic 06 where it was like portrayed as such. It's just like this one random guy that hates an hedgehog for some reason and just looks goofy looking. But it's still human in the end of the day. And this one like did a pretty good job at that. Oh, thinking about the story, yeah, the story was alright in most cases. There was some weird parts, especially with Elise, but eh. You haven't played the game honestly, but the story you've seen several times. The story is alright. Like, it's the typical Sonic stuff, I would say. Well, typical Sonic stuff. It's it's a bit different than the typical Sonic stuff, but it's still like the same Sonic pace, I would say. Shadow's story, though, I mean, yeah, but Shadow's story is good, but I feel like they've dumped it in Sonic 06. I would say he was dumped down by quite a lot on some cases. Some parts I had him like, wait, Sonic is bad? Oh no, we need to fight him. Oh, so wait, Silver is bad? Oh no, we need to fight him. There are some points in the story where it's like, could have done a better job on that one. All right, let's see. Can you have specific examples? Mainly the parts where was like listening to whatever it was. Oh, I glitched out like immensely here. I'm sorry. Mephiles, I think it was its name. Like a lot of the interactions with Mephiles were. Well, no, it was Silver that was like that. Never mind. Never mind. No, I'm confusing things. No, never mind. Mephiles was with Silver. But then some parts of Mephiles have with Shadow at the same time also are also, yeah. Yeah, I'm confusing stuff. It's late. I'm just going to give an excuse. Yeah, no, it was Silver that was completely dumbed down. My apologies. Just going to do a little thing here. Mephiles and Shadow at the same time were the best parts. Yeah, I don't know. I read Mephiles was weird. Like, like let me try and remember like what was the entire plot twists within, well, if we can call them twists. So basically Shadow was like the one that locked in Mephiles. Then Mephiles was like, oh, I'm going to be destroying the world, oh, rah, 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 with the Iblis trigger. And so wait, so yeah, Shadow manages to free Mephiles. Wait, it's a little bit complicated. So Shadow manages to free Mephiles, or was it Silver? One of the two manages to free Mephiles. Then afterwards, like Mephiles like wants to. Well, I think it's Shadow that manages to free Mephiles, which is ironically enough like the one that actually managed to lock him up in the past. So yeah, Shadow manages to at the end to put Mephiles in the past, but then something weird happens, and then you have like Iblis that manages to was Shadow on accident saving Rouge? Yeah. It wasn't the military base. The military base. Then Shadow manages to free Mephiles. Then shenanigans happen. Mephiles like smacks Sonic or something. It's like, oh, you're doing bad things. Then he talks to Silver about something. He convinces him that Sonic is like the Iblis trigger and bad things are going to happen. Then Silver like it's no use. Sonic's into the ground. And Sonic 06 had a convoluted story. I'm trying really hard to remember like what exactly happened. If you look at Shadow Story in a vacuum, though, that's the thing, though. The three stories are intertwined. You cannot just look at one story and be like, yeah, this story is good. The three stories are intertwined to lead to the finale. That's pretty much that's pretty much like the Adventure style stories overall. You cannot just look at one and be like, oh, yeah, but this way is good. You have to look at all of them on it. All of them. I hated Will. Yeah, definitely was something, I guess. It's a little bit too far. Right, anything weird popping up right now? Yes. Please. Yeah, I played the entire game. I loved Sonic 06 so much that I actually 100%ed it. So even though it was on PS3 and it was by far the worst one of them all, I still did something. Let me change music here. Bam. There we go. Much calmer. But yeah, I 100%ed the game. That's how much I loved Sonic 06. So, and I would do it again on it. But that would mean I would need to go and fetch back my PS3, and that would be a mess. Well, actually, no, I don't need to. There's like a fan-made PC version of Sonic 06. I could play that instead. That's definitely something I can do. You watched this several times because you liked it that much? Yeah. I mean, there's no one to prevent you from enjoying the games you love, you know? Man, what is up with the songs that are like just super rhythmic here? I'll let that one be, I guess. No, it's not like the Scholar for the hair too. I will have to change it for the hair in the back, but for this area in particular, I like it. And Mephil is Josima's future. Yeah. No, the whole part like of the future with Mephiles and whatnot is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but there are some weird parts with it. I don't really remember which ones, which just irks me to no end. Because I always love like to give like some amount of some amount like of examples whenever something that bothers me. But in this particular case, I can't find any. I can't find any that I remember. I know there was some. I definitely know there was some. I just can't remember them. It bothers me. Okay, for now, let's focus on the hair. And this way I'll be able to fix like some of the errors I've done in this particular section. There we go. You can recite the conversation when doing that scene. That's impressive. I don't remember my own thought process at time, so that's actually it's something I definitely can't do. What's going on here? There's something fishy going on. This is true. It's not enough dark. There we go. Alright, should be good on that front, save for the spot that needs to be slightly trimmed. There we go. Yeah, I can barely recall like what I ate yesterday, so I'll be content with that. There we go. After the world was devastated by Iblis flames, what do you think happened? The search for the guilty. Who did this, you may ask? Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power. They feared it. They used this incident as an excuse to hunt you down. Come with me, Shadow. Together, we can punish this foolish world of humanity and write the future. There we go. That was the best impression of Mephiles I could do. I'm trying desperately to remember Shadow's voice. For whatever reason, I can only remember like the lines from Sonic Adventure 2, and that's it. This music do be jamming as always. Any of your favorite scenes from the series? It's a good one, I'm gonna say. for now, I don't care that much if I spill away. Most important part is just doing the hair properly. Alright, any other parts I'm missing? Not that I'm seeing. I have to be careful around some of the parts, but so far it's been going pretty well. Alright. Yeah, all around it's a very good story. With that, I will definitely agree with you. I've done some mistakes here and there, so allow me to correct them. Like, Sonic 06 was good all around. If not for the technical difficulties it had and, well, the whole concept of elites. I think the whole game was good. I think the whole game was good. Whoops. I mean, let's fix this, I guess. That's what I wanted to do. You ain't no referee of a story in the game and you can't stop me. I won't stop you. I won't stop you. Like, I still think that the rest of the game is good. And you can't stop me either. Ah. Ah. There's nothing you can do. That's not it. Alright, time to do some things here. This is the first time I'm doing these, so don't judge me too hard. It's this. It's hard. Let's see. So, something like this. Then this gets off this way. I just noticed like a problem with my design. Oh no! Oh no! That's fine. Not really a fan of Silver Story either. It's just not an interesting character. I think. Okay, so Silver in itself, in himself, is an interesting character. It's just that the frame and the concepts that are around them are just so weird and bizarre that just dumps him down to just, I'm gonna save the world! Oh wait, this Shadow is a baddie! Oh wait, this Sonic is a baddie! Like I like the concept of Silver. It's just that the rest of the things that are designed around him is just why? Why? This way. Yeah, I've done a goof. I've done a big goof right there. So I'm going to try and correct that somehow. Mackie do be good doing goofy things sometimes. Hopefully I can salvage this. Bum, 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 ba-bum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, ba-bum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, dum, di-din, di-din, din, di-din, di-ding. Ba-ba-bum. Oops. Sonic Story has some interesting points here and there, though. Like the entire like while there are some weird points with Elise and whatnot, not everything is to be thrown away, I would say. There we go. That's much better this way. Is there some important things I need to draw here? A little bit. The vegan cutscene is cool. Well, I really like some of the sections with Sonic where you have to use basically Elise as a way like to traverse things that Sonic can't. Like there are some parts where Elise actually as a character is useful. Like there's a lot of characters that just feel like they're there for just the sake of being there, and Elise doesn't feel like that kind of character because of that. Like like for example, the way you get to one of the stages is through using Elise's power to walk on water. And I've always found that like super cool that you have like this character that can kind of like Tails in older 2D Sonics overall, where you had like this character that was actually useful instead of just being there. But the entire interactions with Elise and Sonic through those like level segments and whatnot, I found that really cool. Sure, it's not the most perfect stuff whatsoever, but so. Though I will definitely agree that the romance thing was way too much. Like there was like no reason for that whatsoever. Whoops. That's this layer. Whoops. All right. Oh, interesting that it doesn't show over this one. Let's do this instead. Nah. Oh, whoops. I just noticed something here. I've done goofs again. Goofs, gaffs, and shenanigans. The triple combo here. The romance wasn't the worst part. It was at least getting kidnapped like 17 times. I mean, that's pretty much the entire... Like, come on. Flippin' Amy Rose. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Amy has a hammer. A flippin' hammer, knows how to defend herself, and still somehow manages to get kidnapped. Somehow, some way, some shape, some form. Ow. That's basically Amy in a nutshell. Like, at least getting kidnapped like 1 or 2 times, yeah, sure. It happens. But Amy knows how to defend herself. At least it's like just a weird girl that has like some amount of powers, but doesn't know how to use them properly. But Amy has a flippin' hammer. Amy got kidnapped 3 times, never won more than once per game, and at least is on an entire other level. Amy got kidnapped 2 to 3 times in Adventure 1. She got kidnapped, well, during the entire game, through Sonic City. She never even got to escape. In Sonic Adventure 2, let me remember. Amy wasn't that much of a part in Sonic Adventure 2, was it? Yeah, no, it was Tails that got kidnapped in 2, because Amy was pretty much not there. Well, Sonic 06 was Elise. Sonic Heroes, she had a prominent role, so that's good. Sonic Battle, she got kidnapped once or twice, I think, during the story. Was it? Was it? Yeah, yeah, you're right. She was kidnapped. No, she was kidnapped twice in Sonic Adventure because well, in Sonic Adventure 2, because she was kidnapped alongside Tails twice, actually. At least I think so. Maybe I remember. No, she was in the space station alongside the others. Was she? Wasn't she? No, she wasn't. Man, my memory is bad. But I know she got kidnapped at least once with Tails on Pearl Harbor, on that port thing. She's so she indeed got kidnapped into the space station. So that's twice in Adventure 2. In Sonic Adventure 1, she gets kidnapped. I think she gets kidnapped twice too. Because there's like this first time with the robot that gets her from Twinkle Park. Then there is the second part where she's led back to E1 to Gamma, right? I mean, she was about to. If she wasn't kidnapped, she was literally about to. Like, oh no, Sonic, save me! Oh no, Tails, save me! This pretty much counts as one at this point. So this wasn't it. Is this it? Is this the one? Yes. Alright. It's 0, yeah. Not again after that, Maybe I remember it wrong then. Maybe she comes back by herself to deal with Zero onto the ship. Because she goes into the ship to free the birds that were captured by Zero once and for all. Alright there. We are almost done. When Amy got kidnapped, it led to something important. I mean, Amy isn't important in that scene, actually. The one that's actually important is Tails there, because Tails actually is the one that gives the Chaos Emerald. Well, no, it's Sonic that gives the Chaos Emerald. Because Tails is gonna getting hostage with alongside Amy, but Amy isn't exactly the important part here. The important one is Tails. Amy does jack squats. And in SA1, yeah, I will definitely agree that in Sonic Adventure 1 she had like some impact still. She was part of the whole story. But still got kidnapped. Oh no, Tails was captured as well. This was the entire reason why Sonic went up there to begin with. was that both Tails and Amy were captured up there. Oops. Leia. Well, that is. All right. That's just not true? Yes, it is. And so it's the whole point of the scene. It's because Sonic and Tails like prepared the Chaos Emerald to trick Eggman in advance. So Sonic goes up there, tries to save Tails and Amy because they're like, oh, save us, Sonic, save us. And then Eggman is like, yeah, give me the Chaos Emerald. And then just Sonic tosses the fake Chaos Emerald, and Eggman is like, ha ha ha, caught you, Sonic. I know it's not the right one. Tails has the right one. And Tails goes like, you're gonna pay for this. And just wrecks Eggman. But then Sonic just manages to get away from the thing with the fake Chaos Emeralds. No, they were both like side to side. They are both like at the same place with Eggman at gunpoint. Yeah, sure, Tails had his mecha as well, but he couldn't like make a move because Amy was threatened. They were not side to side, weren't they? Really? Now you're making me doubts. Ah! I cannot get to it. My keyboards. I cannot use my keyboard when I'm drawing. This is when I bought like a new one, and this one is like super old as well, so I had to change it anyway. But this is why I bought a new keyboard, so that I can just, you know, use it while I'm drawing. Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right on that front. Yeah. I remember it now. Yeah. You're right on that front. In any case, like Tails was not able to attack anyway. So it was as good as captured at this point. Because if you're just going to not use the weapons you're going to have because you have like something that's preventing you from using them, you're pretty much as good as an inoffensive target at this point. Not the right one. How's it not the right one? Okay, and one last thing is this. If she wasn't there, I could have fought back. Amy could have used her hammer to just smack the heck out of Eggman. She has that strength. Like, she smacks the heck out of Zero too. Like, Eggman, as a human, Eggman is like has like normal strength overall. Amy is just not like a frail little girl. This is why I've never understood about this character overall. She uses that strength like on some games, and then some of us she's like, yep, nope, I'm just gonna get kidnapped and behave like the kidnapped person I am. I like that you're having a somewhat but not really heated arguments over Sonic lore. It's not heated at all. Like, if I go a little bit over the top and feel like I'm being rude or anything, I don't want to. It's not my intent. I'm sorry. But in any case, I'm done with this one. Yeah. It's pretty much like that anyways. Lore things. Lore things. Alright, so... whoops. I don't want to make a paint layer. I want a vector layer. So this one is going to be for... Well, this one is rather OP Violet. So let's try to do some gymnastics here with the keyboards. e o e o e o e o e. There's debatability for sure. There's always like some debate that you can have at any point about anything. Even the most trivial thing can be debated, but all right. What can I use for? Okay, I see what I can use. All right. Actually, I might want to change this to the violet itself. Let's try normal instead. Maybe a less deep violet? I'm not sold on that. On that combination of colors. Not sold at all. The only other times you see her use the hammer is against normal robots, against Zero. Eggman is pretty much higher threat level that she can handle. Except that she uses a hammer for literally everything when she moves around in Sonic Adventure 1. Like, she uses her hammer to literally just propulse herself, like, all the way up. Like, if you don't have... Like, just swinging a hammer down onto the ground doesn't just throw you off in the air. Like, doesn't let you go all the way, like, more than if you just jumped normally. You have to have some kind of strength to do that. And when you reach that kind of arm strength, I think a single Eggman is way more than enough. I mean, it's way more than enough to handle a single Eggman. Like, even if we weren't just talking like about like the massive hammer she has, because it's not like just a tiny hammer that you just nail nail things with. It's like a huge hammer that's almost her size. If she strikes someone with that, she's going to make a hole in the ground. And just bury them in. It's not just like any kind of hammer. All right. Maybe, you know what? I have an idea. Let's make another glow. All right, that seems good. That seems good for our purposes, yeah. Did I rotate this somehow? I don't think so. Yeah, no. It's just my vision that's a little bit rotated, I guess. Eggman is quite a higher threat than Zero, is he not? She could barely defeat Zero. I mean, Eggman in itself is just like a pair of mechanic legs with just Eggman on top of it. If she whacks Eggman, he has no protection in that front. Like zero protection. It's not like one of his like usual Robotnik robots where he has like a shield at least to protect himself. He has nothing on top of there. He just jumps in and out of that robot. Like there's nothing there. She can just bonk. Yeah, this is good enough for me. Oh wait, no. There's well, one last little something to fix. There we go. He stole an entire military base by himself, did he not? Sure, but that still doesn't prevent him from getting bonked by surprise. Like, Amy is like right behind him. Well, right next to him, rather. One sneak attack and then bam, Eggman's gone. Eggman's gone into another dimension. Okay, let's do this. Where is it? So this one can go down. There we go. I think it's at least forgivable. Like Eggman not having shielding is a suspension of disbelief. Fine with. I mean, it's pretty much the same for Tails anyway, so. But yeah, it's pretty much the ye old armor kind of thing. If you don't have armor there, it's impervious to any damage. That's how it works. Yeah, the game made its capabilities. I mean, not at that point, because you haven't played with Eggman yet. Sure, you might have fought with them with Tails, but you haven't fought with you haven't like played with them yet. Huh. Like I'm trying to know exactly like where in the hero story, other than the harbor is the one place where it actually makes sense, but it's still where Amy is going to get kidnapped. I'm still trying to figure out like where exactly, other than harbor, because it's another weak point in there. I don't remember anything else, no. All right, I think this is good enough for me. I'm going to be sending this onto Twitter. I'm going to tag the person in, but I'll do that off stream. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Moink. All right. This is going to be it for the day. This was fun though. Like being able to make some random stuff that is going to potentially make someone happy. I wasn't able to make like all three of them, unfortunately, but you know, it's a multi-stream kind of thing. So I'm going to be making them into the next Art and Chill, which will be next stream. But for now, yeah, that's going to be it for the day. Thank you all so much for being the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people you are, and for coming by all the way up until this point. And I will see you onto the next Saturday, where we are going to be doing some Star Revenge 4.9. I want to finish this ROM hack as soon as possible so I can get back to actual good ROM hacks altogether. Or at least some other games. But yeah. So, Star Revenge 4.9 will be the next one. As for the other games we're going to be doing, Deltarune Chapter 2 is going to be one of the games on the menu because I wasn't able to play it this week because I am a dumb. But yeah, Deltarune, actually, we have to do Chapter 1 and 2 because apparently you cannot play Chapter 2 alone. You have to play Chapter 1 before and then Chapter 2. So I'm going to be playing through Chapter 1 again, and then afterwards play through Chapter 2. But yeah, and thank you for being here, 123, to talk with me about all kinds of stuff, not just Sonic overall, but talking about all kinds of stuff was a pleasure of mine too. So yeah, I will see you all off onto Saturday. Can I actually raid into someone here? Is there actually someone I can raid into? Yeah, Yeah, heck yeah. Eh. I'm going to be raiding into Kadrian right now. He's playing Dark Cloud, a very, very old game in the from the PS2 era. It's a pretty good game altogether, even though it has its flaws and its issues and its problems. But it's still a good game altogether, and one that I might want to replay and rediscover myself. So I will leave you off with Kadrian. The raid call will be Floof Squad Raid. If you have the emotes, use them. If you don't, well, don't. or just pick them up through the Child Point redemptions. That's all fine with me. But yeah, so Floof Squad Raid. Boing, 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 boing. I said. This one will be the raid call. But yeah, for now, I'll leave you with Kate. Have a wonderful time and take care, you beautiful peeps. Buff.